All right, guys, welcome back to Don't Stop Belizen, episode 17.
We've made it down through central Mexico to Puebla. One thing we've noticed about how people navigate through these cities is that they all have smaller vehicles, mopeds, or motorcycles to get around quickly and easily.
So as you guys saw yesterday, we went into the Yamaha dealership. We were looking at some of the motorcycles that they had, kind of checking out the pricing. And today, we're gonna take it one step further. We're really here just trying to make sure we can get a motorcycle that's not going to break the bank, that's going to be reliable, that we can fit onto a rack that's going to go in the back of the van and the bus. They've all got really good options. These are 150cc motorcycles that'll get good gas mileage. They've got enough power to get up hills and things like that, but they're not like super fast or super powerhouses, so they're easy to handle. Jordan's a brand new motorcycle rider, so he definitely needs something that's going to be low in power so that he can learn. These guys are telling us that Suzuki sets the prices so that they can't negotiate. We're going to check out Honda as well.
One predicament we're in is we need to buy a rack to transport these motorcycles before we can even buy the bikes themselves. So we're trying to find the best bike, but we're also simultaneously trying to talk to everyone at these dealerships to see if they know anyone with a rack.
How's it feel?
Good. Fun.
So we're trying to debate on whether we want to get an enduro-based motorcycle or whether we want to get one that's more street-oriented. The street ones look cooler, they're smoother on the road, things like that, but once you get off-road, the street motorcycles can be very volatile on dirt roads and chunky terrain, whereas the enduro motorcycles are kind of made for off-road and they're going to be a lot safer.
So we've talked about this at length. Everyone is on board. Now that the day has come that we think we're gonna do this, I'm having a little bit of anxiety, or...
Allie's freaking out.
I'm freaking out just a tiny bit.
Allie is getting cold feet. Last night we sat on the motorcycles and Allie was like, I'm all in, let's do this, let's get these motorcycles. And now today, when we found what we think are the best options and we're trying to find the rack and we're figuring out how much it costs, Allie is getting extremely nervous.
Can you blame me? Like, it's an investment, it's added length to our vehicle, cumbersome driving around. There's a lot of pros to having it. There's also a lot of consequences.
There's a lot of scenarios that Allie is creating in her head that are not realistic.
So we're just talking through that today.
Okay, let's go see if these guys have a rack.
Ajá. Y una de frente si tienes.
So one thing we know for sure we need is a hitch mount or a receiver welded onto the back of Nomadic Movement's bus. They don't have anything right now to tow or to be able to like mount a rack. So we're at a fabrication and welding shop here in Puebla City asking if it's possible for them to weld on a hitch receiver. So we need bikes, we need racks, and then we also need a hitch receiver for Nomadic. A lot of things we're trying to line up today.
We took some pictures of the Nomadic Movement's bus. We sent them to the guy at the 4x4 shop. They're gonna try and find a hitch receiver that they think will work or that they can weld on, and then they're gonna get back to us via WhatsApp and give us a time and a price. Hopefully we can get this done tomorrow or somewhere around then. We're still trying to locate the bike racks. So once we get the racks, this will become problema numero uno.
We've been to Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda, welding shops, fabrication shops, used car parts shops. So we finally found a shop that is super legit looking. It's a huge warehouse of all types of trailers and hitches and parts for cars and motorcycles. They're able to weld a hitch receiver on Nomadic Movements bus. They're able to sell us 2 hitch racks for each of our vehicles. They've been awesome to work with.
Pretty much they're saving the day.
They're saving the day.
Maybe in a second.
Good.
It's okay.
Okay,
Thank you for your
perfecto. Muchas
Have a nice day.
gracias.
We're in now.
We're committed.
No turning back.
All right, let's go pick up our bike. Okay, Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda. What did we decide?
Honda's got the best bike for the
got
best
Honda.
deal. All right, guys, so it's actually tomorrow morning. We didn't get to finish the vlog yesterday because we had a big, huge wrench thrown in the gears. We went and paid for the bike. We had the rack. We had everything set up. All we needed to do was load the bike onto the rack, go show up and surprise the Nomadic Movement, and we got one really bad piece of news.
The dealership wanted to make sure the transaction went through, so we weren't going to be able to take the bike home that evening, which was kind of the whole point of the day. Is we wanted to surprise Nomadic Movement with a new bike.
They also told us that as we ran the card, we weren't going to be able to take the bike for like 24 hours, which meant if Nomadic Movement went to go buy their bike the next day, they wouldn't be able to take theirs for an extra 24 hours after that.
Nomadic Movement was going to have to come and buy their bike last night with us as well in order for the transaction to go through, so we could take the bikes to Mexico City and get them registered in time. So we're trying to get things wrapped up and do it with Nomadic Movement so that everybody has the bikes paid for, the paperwork and registration squared away. But it does kind of ruin the surprise.
We had Nomadic Movement come down to the dealership. We both paid for the bikes. So what we need to do today is we need to go get the rack and the hitch put onto Nomadic Movement's bus and then go pick up our bikes. Let's go get started. You ready, bro?
I'm ready. Jenny's getting a facelift.
Jenny's getting a booty job.
That's it, a booty job.
Here at the facility that's going to get Jordan his rack and also get his hitch installed for him. Let's go inside and make sure they remember us from yesterday.
Yeah.
What about the one that just welds on?
Yeah, you can weld this like
Maybe he'll have the hitch receiver that's actually made for your van that'll bolt on, and then you won't have to weld one on. That'll be a little bit easier and it'll probably be safer. When Jordan backed his shower into the tree, he put a hole in his cover, so we got one of our Trent and Allie stickers to cover it up nicely. And we actually sell these. If you guys want to check one out, go and click the link right here.
How are you feeling?
Excited.
Yeah?
Nervous.
Good.
Nervous.
We're gonna
Hopefully
just
Trent's a good teacher.
I know.
Actually,
I know.
I've never ridden a motorcycle before.
So obviously why.
Any update?
It's done.
It's done?
So now they're tying it up. It's gonna be ready in like 3-4 minutes.
Perfecto.
You can go pick it up.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
You guys want these ones back?
No, you can have it.
Wow.
Look at Jenny's fanny, dude.
That's looking legit.
Looks good. How's it gonna feel driving with an extra 3 feet on the back?
It's gonna be stressful for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
We got the rack put on to Jordan and Kaylee's bus. We have our rack. We are both on our way to go pick up our bikes that have been paid for. Everything is coming together. We are so excited. We're almost there.
Hello, how you doing? Hola. ¿Cómo estamos?
Muy bien, gracias.
Let's do
Yes. gracias.
Please send us some hellos.
Okay.
Okay?
Will do.
Glad to meet you.
Muchas gracias.
Vaya bien.
Bye.
Que les vaya bonito, buen viaje.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Vaya bien, vaya muy bien.
Muy bien.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
Bye bye.
Adios. What did we just do?